How would you fix it?
Honestly, I'd start stroking guys. It's going to take that long to get strokes. It doesn't matter if you're, there's certain circumstances where, in stretches, it's
Hello and welcome back to the Cart Path Only podcast. I'm Tim Tully alongside Scott Atwood, bringing you a busy week in golf. U.S. Amateur just wrapped up. The King wins again after 203-day drought. I lost. Scott played some good golf courses, so we got a lot to talk about, Scott.
It's a bummer that you lost, but I did play some good golf courses, except, I don't know, Sunday River was a disappointment, so I have to say that right out of the gates.
Well, let's start with the good stuff then. We got Scottie Scheffler wins St. Jude. First win, as I said, in 203 days. Had the full family out there on the green for the first time after victory. Just absolutely dominant. Had maybe the worst bounce in the history of professional golf and didn't even matter. Lapped the field by, I think, 8 shots. And I think that, the playoffs, like when people win the playoff events, it's like, well, it was a small field. But yeah, it's a top 70 guys, right? 75 guys. So, like, those are the guys who are going to win tournaments.
It's still pretty deep. And those guys, like 50 to 70, are the guys that are dying to, like, stay on the tour, stay on the Challenger Series for next year and whatnot. They want to, like, they don't even know what it's going to be. So these guys are like, I got to finish high. Exactly.
Yeah, there's not a ton of these, like, winners that are getting left out that are in Cancun right now. It's still unbelievable fields. He was the only guy who was double digits under par. Sunday, the course conditions were, pretty freaking hard. Like, everybody fell back except for him.
Yeah.
I think he went 6 under, 5 under. Just a monster. A sleeping giant. Didn't win a major this year, so, maybe if you're really like a critic, you'd label that as a down year, but probably going to win Player of the Year, even without the victories. Just dominant performance. There's not really much to say. Like, I'm a big Scottie Scheffler guy. I root for him to win every tournament. And it had been a while since he had done that. But maybe it juices the odds a little bit if you had him this weekend. I haven't been betting, but that would have been a good pick. You probably still, I know he was the favorite going into it, so, but maybe you're not getting minus or, plus 120 on Scottie versus the field.
Yeah, I haven't been betting either, but I think he's going to go on another crazy run next year. He might have 3 majors next year. If he's in this form going into next year, it's PGA Frisco next year. He's going to win the PGA Championship by 42 strokes, I think. I think he's going to win it by...
He might be like vig money. He might be minus 120 next year.
Yeah,
like him and Spieth and those guys will be playing that all winter.
100%. I mean, he's going to tear that up. He might win another Masters. He's going to have a huge year next year for sure. I just feel it in my bones. It's going to be maybe like a Tiger Slam type year. If he's in this form, like winning by 8 against these guys, again, I don't care, if it's a smaller field, whatever, it's still serious guys who like are fighting for their PGA Tour lives. So I don't know.
I mean, and you have on the sheet here, like, do we think anybody's relatively close? And I don't. And the reason for that is he's basically putting up Jon Rahm numbers, LIV numbers on the PGA Tour. Like, yeah, is he winning every week? No. It's been 2/3 of a year since he won. But when he dominates, he's in every tournament. He was, final day of the couple majors, he was in it too.
I saw a stat today on Twitter, the Xverse. He now Rory is further from him than Scottie is from the worst professional golfer in the world. There's like 6,000 something golfers, and Scottie and Rory's gap is deeper than Rory to the 6,000th player in the official world golf ranking. And I'm like, sure, change the world golf ranking, whatever, but that's just preposterous.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. And also, like, I think Scottie this week with, like, I mean, he's going to come top 50, but like with a decent finish will overtake Tiger for now, obviously not like inflation moneyless adjusted, but he'll be the number one money winner of all time. And he really has only been doing it for 4 or 5 years, big time on the tour.
Yeah, I think next year is going to be his like a signature year for him if he's in this.
Yeah, if he's
this
sleeping
form.
again.
Yep.
He's out of town, and I get it. Like, these guys have a little bit different life than the regular stay-at-home or, office dad. But, like, he's not sleeping as well as he was before he had kids. So now that he'll be reaccustomed to that lifestyle, maybe get a little bit more rest, I think there's big things for Scottie.
What do you think about your buddy Jordan Spieth, man?
I'm sad, man. I was pumped on Thursday. I was blasting it across our Instagram. The King was back.
I know. I saw it. I was pumped.
And then he just did the thing, man. He just, like, fell off. Like, my dad was watching it. He was texting me during it. Like, I want so bad for things to go well, and they just don't go well. It's kind of like watching my own, like, golf game where you're like, you got it at some point, and then you just don't have it. But, like, it's so competitive now. And I think the Spieth, like, redemption story is still very much a possibility and something that we could get to. But I don't know entirely, like, when that's coming. And I think, he feels really good about his game, but he really didn't strap it together for a full, tournament this entire year. And
no,
I mean, even like a bunch of the JT, like, there's a handful of these guys that are big name guys that just, they haven't been able to turn the corner. And Spieth even, like, he putted great this weekend, so you can't really blame that. He had a couple bad bounces, but it's a bummer, man. And like, golf's better with guys like that. Like, next year, I think it was Homa, Spieth, there's one other guy at 51 or 50, 52. Like, 3 big name guys that won't be automatically in the signature events next year. That stinks. It really stinks.
Yeah, I mean, I think Spieth is the biggest one, because I think in 2015, 2016, he was just so good. And it's crazy because, like, Scottie, for example, just now you're like, oh, he never left. Like, there was never a point where Scottie fell off, and I don't think there will be a point he falls off. There's just going to be a point where he wins less, like he did this year. But then you can go on, like, law of averages. Next year, he's playing so well that he's got to win a ton more. So I just don't know how Spieth fell off so much, and it's sad. And I know he says his game's there, but it's hard to see.
It's been a while.
It's hard to see a run like that when it's like, it's like he hasn't been on a good run in the past. It's been over 5 years. It's been a while since he's been, like, kind of relevant.
He's kind of like the Cowboys. And, like, I know it's been 7 minutes, but, like, that's kind of how it feels. It's like, I feel like the way my dad was about the Cowboys, where he's like, no, dude, they used to be super good. Like, they were unstoppable. They were the best thing ever. And, like, watched the games my whole life, and I'm like, I don't see it, man. And that's kind of where I'm at with Jordan Spieth, where, like, you used to be, like, 2 back on the back 9, and you're like, oh, Spieth's in this. And now you're like, what's going to go wrong? And he hasn't really been in the position too many times. It's such a bummer, man. He's probably, I mean, outside of Tiger, like, my favorite guy.
He's one of the most talented golfers in the world. There's no doubt. I mean, when he's on, his touch, his ball striking is just phenomenal. So it's like, when he's on, it's a
bummer, man.
When
it's just a straight,
yeah.
It's just straight.
Maybe he goes to LIV, which, speaking of which,
he has 6 days to make it.
Yeah. Do we think LIV even has a season next year? They just shut down. They
just canceled the championship, right? So this week in Indianapolis is going to be their championship. I don't. Yeah, but I mean, the investment thing sounded like this is great, and you find out it's a loan, and then you find out that Jon Rahm's playing golf with Jimmy Dunn in Long Island this weekend, and you're like, yeah, dude, this ain't happening, man. And, like, if Rahm goes, that's the end. And, like, it's almost like a point of pride for PGA to not just take Rahm and be like, you're dead. Like, I think they kind of want to watch it fizzle out on its own, which is they've done a good job of doing that so far. But, I mean, that's kind of the final straw. If Bryson won a major this year, competed in a major basically this year, like, maybe you'd have something there. But I just don't think there's enough going on. Like, I don't see it. I don't even see clips on Twitter. Like, my Twitter is all golf, dude. It's golf and football.
Me too. There's not even those, like, rare videos. I I see more videos on Twitter of the U.S. Amateur by a long shot.
Yeah,
And like
LeBron.
yeah, LeBron's golf thing with the Cavaliers. Shout out LeBron, big golf guy, which by the way, maybe shrink on. Regardless, I just cannot believe LIV is like I don't even know they have a tournament this weekend. They have a tournament.
It's crazy, and the amount of money they're still shelling out to the winners is insane.
It
But that's
makes
what
no
they signed
sense.
up for.
I don't know why they didn't stop. Where do we think that the guys end up? Where do we want to see them? Or do we want to even see like Rahm, Hatton, Bryson, Lucas
I
Herbert?
don't care. I really like Bryson and Rahm back on the tour. Cool. I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you. Like, there's not really like Cam Smith. Like Neiman is that, but Neiman's not like a polarizing superstar. He's just like a
He only
boring
competes
guy
on
who's good at golf.
Yeah, he also only competes well on LIV, so it's hard to say because it's like we've only seen him have success on LIV. Maybe he's had like a couple decent major finishes, I believe.
But it's
like,
always like this is the horse for LIV in the majors, and like that horse is not running.
yeah, and he's
Majors,
like 20,
sure.
25th in the majors or whatever. It's not good.
Yippee, yippee, good job.
Yippee. Anyways, we'll skip right over the professional stuff. Let's go to you on the week. I know you had a tough week. You didn't pull it out over at Andover Country Club, but what happened?
Dude, I ran into a freight train, man. I played my best round in like weeks, maybe a month. I was one over on the front, and then I bogeyed 11 and 12. Was quickly 3 down. Par, made a bomb on 14 for a par, or on 13. Par, or bogeyed 14, and then I lost on 15, like 5 and 3. The guy I played against was even or 1 under. Just hits the. He ended up winning the next day. He won 10 and 8 in a 36-hole match. So, like,
that's insane.
Like, the guy is nicest guy in the world. I've known him a little bit. John, just a beast. Like, my dad came and rode.
I mean, 10 and 8. Oh my that's God. Crazy.
I think he shot 1 over in the first 18, and then he was maybe 1 or 2 over on the last 9. Like, just every hole, like the first hole, he hit a bad drive. He's like 205 out. Hits an iron to like 20 feet. Like, I hit it inside him, but then I'm like, all right, I got to make a birdie here because I thought I get a lot of chances. Second, like, we tie that hole. Second hole, I drive the green, and then he drove it over the green. So, like, I 2-putted for birdie. He missed a birdie putt. I'm like, all right, I got something here. I get the 4. I hit like a wet wedge. He has like 10 feet. So then I'm like pressing. Another bad chip. That hole's over. 5, he was like 8 feet. So I had to hammer my 30-footer. Pass the hole. That's over. 6, he hit it in the shit. I tried to play it safe. Pulled into the bunker. Bad bunker shot. Next bunker shot was a gimme. So I was in for 5. He just missed his putt for 4 out of the shit. The hardest hole in like the Merrimack Valley. 500-yard par 4.
I'll get out there soon, by the way.
Yeah, we got to do it. I have another prep guy who wants to play, so maybe like early September we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I have a couple guys.
If I don't have a tournament, dude, I can't. I don't have the time. I have played the least amount of golf I've ever played. I played more than like a regular person, so I'm not saying I've played like 5 rounds of golf, but I had 150 rounds in 21. So I'm definitely a fraction of that.
Yeah.
But I just don't have the sharpness in my game to go and make 6 birdies in 18 holes. And I don't know if my best would have won. I would have liked to have, made some more putts, whatever. But like, I hit all but 1 fairway. I hit all but 3 greens. I had 26 putts through 15 holes. So like, those are pretty good stats. Like, I just got beat by an absolute monster. And the guy was impressive. Like, my dad rode with me for the back 9. And he was like, I've been telling him, I was like, this guy's really good. Like, I said last week I was plus 500. I might have been giving myself favorable odds. But, like, every hole, the guy had 15 feet or less for birdie. And he didn't make a lot of them. If he made some, and maybe if I forced his hand, he probably could have been a handful of shots under par. I just had no chance. But I played my best match. The other two, like last weekend, I had a grind. This past weekend, I played great and got beat. So I'm all right. I'm not. I knew I had pretty long odds going in. But yeah, congrats to him. That was a impressive victory, first club championship at Andover for my guy Jon, and yeah, pumped for him. I'm glad to lose to the guy who won, and I'm glad that I played well. Like I like my cap right now. I'm like a 4 index right now. I'm way up from where like when I played in the Mass Am, I was playing great, and I haven't been playing well, but I strapped it together and played well. So I'm happy about that. And
Yeah,
I think you had a little bit more fun on the golf course than I did this weekend.
Yeah, you're getting to my territory, which is scary. But yeah, you're getting to my handicap territory. Yeah, dude, I played Ledgemont Country Club. Shout out Sonny Collette. Fantastic guy at officially Sonny on Instagram. Just a phenomenal dude. I played in the tournament 2-man scramble, and in a in the 2-man scramble, we shot over par. And I was embarrassed. I almost quit the game after the scramble. Didn't really know what to do. I almost put my clubs on Facebook Marketplace, like when people take their picture of like their clubs like on the course, like literally on the cart, and they're like used clubs for sale. Like I almost gave up my clubs after going over par in a 2-man scramble. We could not hit a single fairway. They had the pins in the club championship positions, and we just got our lunch ate. It was Scramble City in a 2-man scramble, and I felt like Jordan.
That's not why they call it a scramble. It was atrocious.
Very, very embarrassing. Anyways, went up for a bachelor trip to Maine this weekend. Shot significantly better. Went up to Sunday River for Tyler's bachelor party. Shout out Tyler. Sunday River, dude, was in tough shape. I don't know what's going on up there. Great layout, beautiful views. The conditions were booty cheeks. The greens were not far off of PBD Meadows at the Mass Am. The greens were bad. They were shaggy. They were bouncing. It was tough. And I was like, I don't really complain about conditions that much because I'm like, I'm not that good. And it really didn't affect me because I'm like, I'm just here for the heck of it anyways. It's a bachelor party. But I was like, I don't know what Sunday River is doing to just lose the course. And luckily we only paid like the $75 rate. They charge $225 on weekends or whatever it is.
That would rise me.
Dude, someone commented on my post and they were like, I don't know why the fairways look like the attacks on Benghazi. Like it was a war zone, man. It was bad. The bunkers were just like rain washed, completely gone. I was like, the bunkers are unplayable. So we just gave ourselves free relief from the bunkers because I was like, they're just mud pits. It was just bad. But anyways, went to Belgrade Lakes on Sunday. Phenomenal. The purest conditions you've ever seen. Much better golf there. Much better golf. I shot decent there. Overall, a very enjoyable round. Shout out Belgrade Lakes. I was kind of upset they didn't have a range, but I don't know. I don't know your thoughts on if a good golf course should have a range or if that affects it. I don't care too much because I still stepped out and hit a nice 4-iron on the first tee, a par 4, and I was like, all right, I'm fine. But yeah, it's pretty hard to compress a 4-iron on the first tee after no range. I'm like, I'm gonna have like the softest slap at this thing. But
yeah, I don't know. The range in my now like dad life, like the amount of this week, the tournament I went early. It was like I need to warm up and go. But like I'm usually shown up to the course and like the guys are waiting on the tee for me, which sucks. But like which probably why I can't putt because I never warm up. But I think it's give or take. If the course is nice enough, you forget about it by the second or third hole. I think it's an easy excuse if you play bad, which is always nice to have in the back of your mind. But like if I'm not paying for range balls before a round. So it might as well not have a range if you're going to charge me to hit a bunch of rocks at your driving range. So I'll give or take on the range. Like if I'm playing in a match, like I want to warm up and I want to hit balls at the range, but like it doesn't kill the if the course sucks and they don't have a range, then I'm going nuts. If the course is awesome and they don't have a range, I don't even remember by the third.
Dude, Sunday River has the audacity to charge for a bucket of range balls on a $225 round on like their beat up grass range. It's like 15 extra bucks for a bucket of range balls on a $225 round at a beat up course.
Insane. I'd rather buy a sleeve of new balls and I hit 5 good ones into the range and call it a day.
Yeah, insane. Give me some noodles. Give me my buddy Joe. Shout out Joe. You know who Joe is, but Joe brings a netted bag of like refurbished balls. Joe can hit the ball 350 for sure.
Too. He's probably cracking those bastards.
Dude, he's cracking it like 500 yards far right.
I mean cracking the ball in half.
Yeah, 100%.
Those refurbished balls.
Yeah, I don't think he kept any of them in the fairway whatsoever, but shout out Joe. We love Joe. He's a fun golfer to play with. Yeah, I mean, he hits the ball hard. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, I mean, he hits the ball hard. There's no doubt about that.
All right, well then, he's a grower then because he's hitting bombs. But do you have anything else on your travel week you want to hit before we go to the Shrink or Grow?
I'm going to just tomorrow. I'm going to TPC Boston for...
Oh, yeah, that's tomorrow. How are we feeling?
Yep, I'm feeling pretty good. I shot well at Belgrade. It was pretty great. I thought I was going under on the front 9 at Belgrade, went 1 or 2 over, but felt pretty good. And yeah, I don't know. Ready to hit TPC Boston tomorrow. Shout out to the LPGA and the FM Championship. We love the LPGA here on the Cart Path Only pod, and super excited to see what they have in store for us.
Yeah, I'm jealous, man. I love TPC Boston, one of my favorites around. Best greens, so you'll have a great time. Great time. I got my fiance Morgan as my photographer videographer. She does have a nice camera and is well trained, but I also just wanted to. Is this the week that you do? Is a full swing video make it to Instagram this week?
It might, honestly, because it's a beautiful one. Yeah, I might hit some swing videos. I don't know though. It's
a lot of pressure.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll do it. I'll put the worst swing possible out there. Yeah, the internet wants to roast me for sure.
It's catnip,
but that's all right.
Catnip.
That's all right. Yeah, it's bait for the fish. People are like, no matter what, people comment on my post and they're like, of course the 30 handicap is reviewing this. I'm like, no, I'm a single digit. Don't you worry.
All right, well, let's go in. I have a big shrink that I want to open up with here.
All right.
First off, Grow Amateur Golf. The last 2 weekends, the women's amateur, the U.S. amateur, just awesome golf. I love match play, Grow match play professionally. It's the best. Like the swings. Marion. I went to the U.S. Open there in 2008 when Justin Rose won. It was awesome. Or maybe it was 2013. It was one of those 2 years. Do that 8th grade or senior high school. I think I had to have been high school because I had a Georgetown. So, 2013 or 2012. I don't know. I should have a flag. I might. Oh, 2013. I have it right behind
me.
Hell yeah. So, I was right the first time. Second time. But World Series year. Marion's unbelievable. I'm a little the Burnerverse people were very upset about all the people going and getting Marion merch at the USAM.
I did see that.
I do think that's kind of lame. To be honest, if you're going to shrink, if I'm wearing the polo, I want to tell you about the time I played there. If it has the USAM logo, then sure, I went and watched and I saw this awesome thing. But if you're just going in and buying the Marion unbranded gear to be oh, I think that's lame.
This is the only excuse, or the flag behind you.
Yeah, if you have dude, that's an eBay $20. Somebody made it for me. A couple of them are real. You can probably tell.
Same thing.
What looks right, but Yeah, like if it has the open branding or the tournament branding, I think that's great. That's fan merch. I think if you're going in and like buying out the Marion Pro Shops, like,
Yeah,
Holderness and
that's
Bourne regular pullovers, I think like first off, you have to carry it around all day. Second off, like that's lame.
yeah. I'm
And
shrinking.
third
I'm
off,
shrinking that.
yeah, I'm out on that. Like I'm out on pro shop like hauls. Like that's a shrink. Like you see that in the Burnerverse guys. Like somebody goes and they bought 25 hats at Sleepy Hollow and 10 t-shirts and they're gonna put them on eBay. Like that's so weak, dude. Like I can't even tell you how weak. One, like wear it yourself. Don't just profit off like somebody who extended their guest invite to you and you're gonna go in and make a fool of yourself in the pro shop.
Yeah, that's great.
Like,
Yeah,
the staff probably appreciates the money coming in, but they're also kind of like, who the hell is this guy? So
yeah, and like
I'm a
for
big
what?
shrink on that. Big shrink.
Yeah, I'm shrink on that too. I absolutely hate that. I've seen that at a couple tournaments, and I love a good logo farm, but like if you're logo farming, you got to back it up.
Yeah, you got to milk the cows, dude. You got to get out there and hit some shots.
Yeah, 100%. You got to say I went out and shot a 79 at Shinnecock or Marion,
Yeah, like
or something.
you can't
like
go to the like British Senior Am and then tell me how hard the bunkers were at Carnoustie. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
I need to see the scorecard.
Yeah,
you should have
I need to see
your
a
scorecard validated at the pro shop. Let's do that.
I wish there was a course on that note that had cameras on every single hole. Like maybe like a few cameras or something. And I know this is going to be expensive to run live feeds the entire time, but like at one of the best courses in the world, I wish, I know this is like below them, but I would love to have a camera at like Shinnecock, just watching amateurs try to make their way around and being able to like just call out, the one guy who says that he shot like a 82 at Shinnecock or a 91 or whatever, and be like, I know you didn't do that because you shot a 104 at our local Muni last week. So like, I don't believe it. I kind of want to see a camera. I want to see live shots. I want to be able to almost, to be honest, I want to be able to pay to watch my buddies shoot balls into the woods.
Yeah, I've pitched that at my course to be like, let's have the live camera on the par threes in the bar. Like some places do it, but in theory, it's just background noise. Like all you're getting is if you hit a great shot and you pull it back, and like, I think it'd be cool to like bet on and sit there. But I would love like a live feed of just like the seventh hole at Augusta, right? And you just have that, or not Augusta, at Pebble Beach. Probably 12 at Augusta.
Dude, I would sit there and watch it all day. I would watch it with amateurs. I would just
that could
watch.
Just be your background on your computer. It's just random guys playing the hardest golf courses in the world.
Yeah, I'm in.
Because now too, like with YouTube golf, like you don't. Sure, like people are filming their full round and everything, but like you don't really. There's a lot of cuts going on. Like
no, that's why I don't post like the come play a hole with me, because I'm like, yeah, of course I can birdie it when I film the same hole 8 times every single shot. I'm like, of course I'm eagling the hole when I film it 42 times. So I'm like, who's to say?
Yeah, I'm out on. That was good. We hit the post there. That's a pretty good like that. Playing a hole with me is cool if your swing's awesome, and like I will watch the shit out of that. So, but like let's not. Like you're not posting that.
One or two other shrinker drills I got here that I did want to hit. LIV Golf shutting down.
Grow the hell out of it. See you later. Thanks for playing.
Fair enough.
I had no use. I've been over it. Like I have no use for it. Especially like Brooks is the only guy I still kind of liked, and I don't really care. Like go get your money, go do your thing. But like, it's been proven time and time again that it's not the same level of competition. The courses are easy or the conditions suck. Like it's just weak, and like it doesn't like if a LIV golfer wins in the forest and nobody watches it on FS1/Spike. Like did they really?
Did Bryson shoot the?
Like
58?
Some of these guys haven't even got paid yet. So like did it really happen? I don't know. Does it LIV? I don't know if LIV ever really happened. To be honest with you.
I was debating a shrink on LIV shutting down because I kind of still love the idea of just like a burner tour that like has a
But that's
couple
not
just
the burner tour. That's not how it needs to be. The burner tour needs to be the pro golf league, which is what was proposed before LIV, where it was going to be like Formula One, where guys played for teams and they had their equipment teams, and like that's the way to do pro golf. That's not individual. Like team golf has to have a reason to be on a team other than the fact that you went to college with Bryson DeChambeau. Like it needs to be legit guys teaming up. There needs to be an owner. Guys need to be getting cut. Guys need to be getting traded. It needs to matter. Like
hey,
the Barstool Dozen Trivia League is a better team sport than LIV Golf.
speak for yourself. I'm a big Range Goats fan, so I don't know.
Dude, the Goats suck. The Goats. If I'll tell you what, if the LIV didn't go under, the Goats are getting relegated this year.
Yeah,
They were getting relegated to
as a
Division
team,
2.
They're atrocious.
Yeah, they were gonna have to play in the NESCAC next year.
I kind of want. I'm gonna reach out to LIV Golf, like to their executive team, Scott O'Neill, whatever, and say, hey, I got this beautiful course down the road in Canton, Ponkapog. Hear me out. The LIV Golf People's Open. Let's get Bryson DeChambeau out at Ponkapog and see what he can shoot.
Yeah, the LIV Golf was such a miss too, because if they just did it on YouTube from the start and like had it all mic'd up and everything, they had a chance. But they
had a chance so many times. They tried to compete directly against the PGA Tour, and it was like that was never going to happen. You had no feeder tour. You have no talent.
They should play in the PGA off season, and anybody should be able to sign up. It should be like cash tournaments that these guys are putting up their own money. But
that'd be sick.
Shrink. See you later. Good try, LIV. It's over. The fact that LIV Golf's been around for as long as it has, and I don't have any LIV Golf merchandise, should tell you all you need to know.
100%. I've never been to.
I have a San Antonio Commanders fleece sweatshirt. I have a Dallas Desperados jersey. Like
that's insane.
I will follow your bullshit sports league.
Like, insane. Anyways,
no, yeah, I can't.
Let's go to our big segment. It's our big comeback this week. We're going to the par 4. Last time we messed up.
Yeah, last time was not our best effort. So we got to make it happen. We got to stripe it. We got to stripe it this time.
I like this week's. You want to go first or me first?
I'll go first this week. So we have 4 categories. We're going to play them in a row. We're going to play them in a row this week. We have. Oh no, we'll leave it. We'll leave it all the way out. We'll leave it through. And we'll let it come. One stipulation I'd like to make. So we're saying one of them is a course that you'd like to play. The options are course, playing partner, food, drink at the turn, 19th hole. It's your perfect golf day. A couple stipulations. Augusta, Pine Valley, courses you could never get on, don't count. Playing partner, like, I'm not going to say my dad. My dad would be my pick, but everybody in the world could say their dad.
Yep, my fiance, whatever.
Love the boy. 19th hole can be whatever you want. Food, drink, the turn doesn't have to be at that course, right? So if you're at course A and they don't have something, if it's a specific item, you can have it there ready for you. And with that, I'm going to start off with my food and drink at the turn. And I want the Cabot Cliffs lobster roll and Blue Lobster beer at the turn waiting for me. Outstanding turn food. It's basically a hot dog, except it's better in every single way. It's fresh lobster in Cape Breton. It's cold, but it's hot. The beer is awesome. You're having, the weather's perfect as always. But that's course stuff. But yeah, give me that lobster roll and give me the blue lobby at Cabot at the turn. Just tee it off.
Fair enough. Honestly, I'm gonna go with food too, since we're on that page. This is an absolutely crazy one. I'm gonna go different from our food one that we had way back in the day. Actually, as a trial before we started the show. I'm gonna go with like a nice 30-piece McDonald's chicken nugget with a French fry and like a bottle of champagne. Which, call me crazy, but the good news with the McNugget is that you can dip. You're not gonna get your hands gross. I'm thinking of like something that can be finger food, because I know a dude that got a chili cheese dog delivered to him at the turn the other day at my favorite course, and I'm like, how are you going to eat a chili cheese dog? You got like your glove and whatever. So that's I'm switching to like a nice McNugget. I think that's a not a bad move, and I think McDonald's is still criminally underrated. I think the reason that McDonald's reigns supreme as a fast food chain is because they're just so consistent and it's hard to beat.
That's good. I worry about the stomach interaction, but you have a better metabolism than I am, so that might not count. One thing I wanted to throw in the grow, and I've been fighting it for so long as a gear guy, and I'm sorry that I'm putting it in here, but I bought the Bruce Bolt golf gloves.
Oh.
And
are they good or,
I got
good or
white.
bad?
They're unbelievable, dude.
Really?
It's the best golf glove I've ever used. The material is so good. I wore it 2 rounds now. I swapped them out. They give you 2. It comes in the case. They're expensive, but they're the same price as getting 2 FootJoy Pure Touches. So, like, you're getting 2 gloves. It's the best. It looks awesome. I got the white ones. I've had colorful gloves in the past, but the only one I would have got was a Carolina blue, and they didn't have Cadet Extra Large, so I skipped and got the white. But those are awesome. So, no free ads, but, like, yeah,
Bruce
back
Bolt,
on.
Bruce Bolt sponsor us. Bruce Bolt sponsor us. Anyways,
I'll wear double gloves if you sponsor us.
Anyways, you've got either course, partner, or 19th hole to choose
I'm going to
from.
take playing partner out from in front of you. I want to play in a match with Scottie Scheffler against somebody else. I want Scottie Scheffler as my partner. I want to talk Cowboys. I want to talk Chipotle. I want to talk Texas, Ohio State football. I just want to be best friends. So that's probably it. Maybe Jordan, the tough thing for me is, I do kind of want to go Jordan Spieth because of the legendary, gambling stories they have where they had 123 bets that all ended up squashed after 54 holes of golf or something like that. But I think him and I in the golf cart, I don't think we'd hit a shot. We just would be our brains would be, the ADD would be crazy. We'd run Vivans out of business. So I don't think that's a great match for me. I think Scottie can be Scottie can be the A guy. I could be the B guy and just kind of float in there, win a match. That's my playing partners.
All right, fair enough. I'm going to go a crazy one. Bless you. I'm going to go a crazy one. This might completely throw things off. I thought about this a little bit more than I should have. I was thinking, I'm like, maybe a Tom Brady type guy, but I'm like, no, he's sterile. He's kind of a nerd these days. I'm like, he doesn't really have fun. I need some character in there. So I was thinking between a few guys. I've got Bill Belichick. Call me crazy. That dude's definitely got the most insane stories. And I know it would be your Dave from Arrowhead story, but I don't know. Dude, Bill Belichick would be hilarious. Dave. I want to ask Bill Belichick about Jordan. I want to ask him about UNC. He was a legend with the Patriots. He'll give me the Tom Brady insights and whatnot. So I kind of want a Bill Belichick. I thought about a Joel Damon, but I'm realistically, I don't know. I might be only one person removed from a Joel Damon or a Harry Higgs. I'm I probably could actually get in contact with them pretty easy. So I don't think that's a good one. So it's crazy. I think I'm going to go with the Bill Belichick. And to be honest, I think he would share the 30-piece nugget with me in pleasure because the guy definitely just seems like he just rips McDonald's after a game. He's got a tough game. He's like, F you, Jordan. I'm going to McDonald's.
Jordan, call the DoorDash.
30-piece. I'm getting a 30-piece.
I think I want to do some honorable mentions when we get through this on the playing part. I think there's a lot of meat on that bone.
I might have a quadruple bogey here, by the way, but
I don't mind it. I think you're in the fairway. 19th hole or course. I'm gonna go. I don't think you're gonna take my course, so I'm gonna go 19th hole. My favorite 19th hole in the area around here. I'm trying to think. It's a tough one for me because I'm not a big drinker, but I do love to hang out when you could post up.
It doesn't need to be on the course. It doesn't need to be at the clubhouse. I'm going to
go double Cabot. The 18th hole at Cabot. The Adirondack chairs on the edge of the world. The beer shack's right there. You could sit there if you're on a buddy's trip. You watch everybody come in. I sat there for an hour and a half after our one of the rounds we played. It was a perfect night. And a guy from Andover, shout out Bogos, Joseph's Pita Bread, get some pita bread. made a putt on 18, and I was like, dude, I know that guy. And there we go. We were, 500, 600 miles away as the crow flies from home. And like, we're just watching these guys have the greatest day ever. And we just had the greatest day ever. It's tough to beat that right after the 18th green there at Cabot. I think Lynx is the one I'm talking about, but Cliffs has a very similar setup.
Yeah, no, it's Cabot Cliffs, I think. I think you're talking Cliffs.
They're both on. They both have the chairs, but one has a couch. I think Cliffs has the couch.
Couch is huge. Couch is very important.
Love the couch.
Couch is very important. I'm actually going to switch and go with my course right here, if that's all right.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with my course. I think my course is going to be Royal County Down. I've never played there. I know it's not, it's not the most original, but it's not St. Andrews. It's not anything. I want to play Royal County Down so badly. And I think it just speaks for itself. Just looks like the coolest golf course in the world. Like I think that might be the number one bucket list course in the world without being like Augusta. Because I'm like, all right, I could get to Royal County Down. I'm realistically, it's easier for me to say this to myself. I'm never getting on Augusta.
Yeah, I mean, I think that course review would be a really challenging one for you.
I'm not reviewing there. No cameras there.
All right. My course, I love that pick. My course, and this is a very tough one for me because I do like where you're at, where you're like, I can play most of the public courses in America. Not because I have access, just because I will fly and go and pay and play. So I do like the idea of going international. That being said, it's hard for me to pick a course. Like, there's not any of those courses like St. Andrews I could say, but like, I wouldn't say I'm like in love with that. I would love to play it. I have a buddy that was just there, and I saw it pop up at Cairn, which is in Ireland. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's very close to where my family is from, which is pretty neat. But it's like playing on Mars. The Instagram, everything, Cairn links. I don't know what it is. I think it's just Cairn. But it looks awesome. I would love to get out there. I have to do the Ireland trip. And the fact that I'm there with Scottie Scheffler having a lobster roll, like, we're going to have a pretty good golf trip there.
Yeah, that's a great golf trip.
We're not going to go to Ireland and only play one course. He's probably going to be my best friend and play like 5-6 courses. And then we got to stay up late to watch the Cowboys. Like, we got a lot on our plate. Bring the kids. Meredith and my wife would get along great. So I think it'd be a great trip for our families.
Yeah, 100%. We just have, I think, I have my
You have your 19th hole.
My 19th hole is going to be, we're going to raise them back from the dead, Avicii in Ibiza.
I'm glad you didn't pick me as your playing partner.
All right. R.I.P. I could have been anywhere on the course. I could have been deep in the woods. I'm holing out with the Avicii.
Dude, you're telling me you just walked 18 holes at Royal County Down next to Bill Belichick slugging down the fairway. You have a belly full of 30 McNuggets.
Bill Belichick's going to do party drugs.
Okay, now you're talking. But you have 30 McNuggets in your stomach. You just played 18 holes. You walked. You definitely got your ass kicked because you're Royal County Down. And you're telling me you want to walk into an Avicii rave right after that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, we're different guys. I like where you're at. I think that sounds like a really great time for you, and I think you really enjoy it. So
was that a Jordan? Was that a Jordan Spieth golf hole, or how would you?
That was a Jordan Spieth par for you. You were all over the place, but you got it in the cup.
Yeah, it was crazy. You're a birdie, I have to say. Yours beat me by a significant amount.
Well, you might have. So I think it might have been a deuce.
You almost might have hold out for it. Yeah, I still go with it. It's a tap. I think double cabin.
I can't have an eagle because I did the same course twice.
Yeah, I'm going to give it tap and birdie. Tap and birdie on a par 4.
All right, who are your honorable mention playing partners? Give me a celebrity, an athlete, and a pro player.
Honorable mention. I kind of want to play with LeBron. I don't like LeBron particularly, but I'm just fascinated by like his mind and how he thinks, and I think it would be hilarious to watch him golf. And what were the other honorable mention top or subjects?
Athlete, celebrity, pro player.
Celebrity. I think I want like Ben Affleck or Leo DiCaprio. I think those guys on it. I think was it Leo the other day who just like came out in public and he's like, after 7 years, I've just decided I'm back on the.
No, that was Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going with Brad Pitt. Actually, I like Brad Pitt.
You're going to Ibiza with Brad Pitt and Bill Belichick.
Yeah, dude. I find it hilarious that he just came out and his public statement was just, "I'm back on the bottle."
All right, so you have newly back on the bottle Brad Pitt. You have LeBron and Bill Belichick as your foursome.
Yeah,
it's not bad. That's definitely an eclectic group.
Crazy.
Definitely an eclectic group. I think for me, so I have Scottie. I would love to say Romo, but I feel like I go too Cowboys heavy a lot of this. Athlete though, I would love to play with the Manning brothers, both of them.
Yep.
Like I'd love to play with Peyton and Eli in a match against each other. Like I want to play with one of them against the other one. For my athlete or John Gruden, I'd love to just sit with. I'd love to be in the 19th hole with John Gruden. That would have been my answer. I want to have a post-round beer with. I want to have 10 post-round beers with John Gruden.
We're gonna get John Gruden follows me on Instagram. Let's get him on the podcast.
We got to get him on the pod. We got to tag him in this. That John Gruden. I take it back. I don't care where we are. It doesn't have to be on the cliffs. It doesn't have to be in the 19th hole. I want to have an after golf round beer on John Gruden. And John Gruden, you might not remember this, but I went to Indiana, Ohio State 2 years ago, and we bet a beer on the game, and Ohio State beat the hell out of Indiana. So I will be cashing that check for that beer. But you're the man. I love you. And then celebrity, like I want to go with like a country singer. I want to go with like, but like the country singers I like probably don't play golf. Like I don't think Zach Brown tees it up. I don't think
Morgan Wallen,
like Chris Stapleton doesn't tee it up. Morgan Wallen's not really my speed.
Fair enough.
I'm more of a Darius Rucker, Luke Bryan guy. Both those guys play.
Yep.
But give me. That's lame. Now I'm under pressure. I need the best celebrity to play with. Like, and maybe Noah Khan, man.
I mean, you've got four with him, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 4. I got the brother. But Noah Khan would be my musician. One, because I know he doesn't take it too seriously. He's a cool guy. I think we're like the same age. Seems pretty chill. Has good hole-in-one luck. Good guy to have around.
I know we're way over our recording and we said we weren't going to do it. I have to do Who Are You Stroking this week.
Let's do it. Who are you stroking?
I am stroking Rory McIlroy. I was not sick of him before. After this week, I am so done with him. He was 10 over? And listen, I was 10 over this week as well. But I am so tired of the Rory McIlroy game of just, he's like, no, I'm not going to play this tournament. No, I'm not, whatever. He talks more about whether he's going to play a tournament or not. I'm like, dude, you wonder why Scottie Scheffler is becoming the next Tiger and you never were? It's because you don't stop talking. And to be honest, I'm never like a shut up and dribble guy, but like shut up and dribble. Just show up to the tournaments. Like kids want to watch you play the sport. Like be more like Kobe. Kobe said he never skipped a game because he wanted kids to be able to go and watch him. Like if you care about growing the game and whatnot, just show up to Memphis and like don't say that you're not gonna. He was like the entire time, no, I'm not going to TPC Southwinds. Then just don't go. Like don't go. And he's just talking, and he shows up and lays an egg. And I'm like, yeah, like great role model for the kids. You look like a goon. So I want Rory to be that guy, but just all the time he just complains. He just says what he's going to do and doesn't do it. And I'm like, dude, just like if you just went and played golf, you'd be every kid's idol, but you just don't shut up.
Yeah. I agree. I'm a Rory defender. But you got to play in the playoffs, dude. Like you got to play in the playoffs.
He's becoming Bryson. It's like
it's weird.
Like yeah, like you die a hero or you die a hero or you live long enough to become a villain. Like just shut up.
Yeah, he's had the up and down too. Like I'm stroking LeBron, and I'm stroking LeBron not because he's doing YouTube, not because he's playing golf. Like that's awesome, grow the game, all that. I'm stroking LeBron because LeBron just showed up to Bandon Dunes and he's been playing golf for 8 months. Like, there are guys who've been on a wait list for when LeBron was in Cleveland. So, like, if LeBron shows up at the Masters, like, okay, you can buy your way to do that. I thought Bandon Dunes was one of those places where, no, you play by the rules. This is how it goes. You enter the lottery and you get your chance, which the lottery's new. But, like, the 2-year wait list and the anticipation and the, like, getting, your game up and doing this, like, that's a part of that experience. And I was bummed. And I don't give a shit. I've never been, but I'd love to go. But I think it's kind of a bummer that, like, you start playing golf and you, like, play Bandon Dunes 6 months in and you're like, oh, okay, we'll do this. And, like, obviously LeBron lives a different life, but, like, that should be a pilgrimage. And I feel like flying in on a PJ to play a round or two is not the same. So I'm stroking LeBron for skipping the line in terms of a golf pilgrimage.
I want him to walk to the course like Mike Posner walked across the country.
Yeah, exactly. And then he can go take a pill in Ibiza with you. And you'd be good to go.
And Bill Belichick.
And with that, I have 1% left on my computer. So it was a pleasure to chat with you guys here
everyone.
on the Cart Path. Episode 7 in the books. We will be back next week, and I will not have a tournament to lose because I don't believe in playing golf this weekend. So have a great week, Scott. Tear it up at TPC Boston. You'll probably be out there as everybody's listening in, so we'll be thinking of you. Roll it straight and keep it in the fairway. You should be good to go. But I'm very jealous. Send some picks.
Like, follow, subscribe. Appreciate you guys.
See you guys.